YouTube faithful, welcome back. It's been eons since I made a video for you guys, way too long. Think I've had one video this month. You know, I went out of town June 2nd all the way up until 2 days ago. I was in wonderful Las Vegas playing the World Series of Poker events, but the fact is we're back in the lab. I'll discuss all that. We got 2 to 3 months of summer before NFL and NBA return. The equinox is gonna come and it's gonna be here before you know it. It always does. So the goal is to help those learn about MLB, WNBA, and PGA during the summer, and maybe you stick around and you learn something, maybe you don't. For those of you that say, oh, I'm just tuning out for the summer, whatever, well, God bless you. But for those of you, the hardcore faithful, I appreciate you guys sticking around. Now, seeing as I haven't made a video in a hot minute, the algorithm is going to bang punish me like there's no tomorrow. So I need you guys, I'm asking you guys, smash the like button. I wouldn't ask of you to do it. Normally I'll tell you to smash the like button, but I'm really telling you now to smash the like button because your boy needs the favored. You feel me? Help me get back into the algorithm's good graces. Okay, so without further ado, let's break this puppy down. We got Jaylen Brown discount from old PrizePicks. It ain't a gabby, but it's 18.5 points. We know the rule around here in the Crush community. What is it? Somebody in the back row, tell them what it is. They all want to know. We take all discounts. It's just how it is. Now, how about this PrizePicks hat? They sent me this hat. Is it crispy or is it crispy? It's got a little gabby on the side somewhere, but I think it's a good luck hat. It ain't my Pirates hat, but it might be a good luck hat nonetheless. I couldn't use PrizePicks for 10 days in Vegas. They don't allow it, man. But I did have a couple of Caesar's bets that actually hit. I will show it in post-edit. Bang! Look at the Pirates coming through. Bang! 49 into 700. You know what's great about being in Vegas, though? You literally can make the bet on your app, kiosk, in person, and then when it hits, you can walk right up to the person and collect it. Cash money! That is the only upside. But, my oh my, how I missed PrizePicks, Chalkboard, Sleeper, Underdog, and the rest of them. So let's get this going. So we know we're taking this. Now, let's go on over real quick to one of my favorite partners, DG Fantasy, where I can check all the book value across Caesars, MGM, and it's crazy because I got to go to actual books and see what it is. They have the walls. I'll put it in post. Check this out. This is the sports book, how it looks. Live odds. They're in another world, y'all. I'm telling you, it's crazy what's going on over there. But what are we doing here? Well, this one stuck out to me like a sore thumb. Drew Holiday, more 4.5 assists. It's minus 139 on Pinnacle. So we know we're getting crispy value on our fixed payout platform of PrizePicks. But then look at all the other books. Minus 120, minus 130. They're not buying it. They're not saying, they're not pricing it that much. They're thinking, nah, he ain't going to get 5 assists that often. It's still good value though. Minus 140 over here with MGM. Woo! MGM minus 140. And then you got Caesars Palace where your boy was just there. I was just there. Minus 137. And then you got the Pa and Verti with Bovada and whatever this is. I forget what it is off the top of my head. Minus 150, minus 145. Bang! It's going in the mix. Now, if I go to my projection sheets, which unfortunately are behind the paywall, but I'm going to go there real quick, we could see Drew Holiday's projected for 5.35 assists. He's also projected for 5 rebounds for that matter, so we know we're getting value and it lines up in the projection model. So we do a little bit of this. We do a little bit of that, and it's crispy. 4.5 assists for Drew Holiday. Is he going to sell? Let me be clear. The entire Boston squad sold last game. All of them, top to bottom. I'm talking Tatum. I'm talking Holiday, White, Horford, Brown. A lot of them sold. So they are due what, folks? What do they do, class? A bounce back game. You know they want to close it here. You know they're done with it all. They're done with it all. They're winning the ship, just like Captain Crush said back in June of 2023, brother. I told you guys a year ago they were winning the ship. And once they win, I'll be 2 for 2. Where I called out the WNBA winner of the season, the Aces last year, and now Boston Celtics, the winner of this season. Most likely, okay? I could see Dallas maybe coming back and winning instead. I can't, bro. I can't do it. Dallas is faking the funk on a nasty dunk. But anywho, we're putting Holiday in the mix. Now, listen carefully, jabroni, because some of you last 5 kings are going to be looking at this and you're going to get scared. Captain Crush knows you're going to get scared. Cap, he only got 2 last game. Cap, he only got 3. Listen, nobody made shots last game. There was nothing to facilitate. So let me talk to you real quick. If you don't want to take his assists, right, you could go to his RA at 10.5. Be careful to get too caught up with just what happened, especially in same game parlays, particularly in the same matchup. Yes, he only had 5. Yes, he had 9 the game before that. But look, 14-13, this was a wagon at one point, and it was as high as 13, I believe. It's at 10.5. You could go with either one of those if you want, and if you really want to gamble, you could take his fantasy score at 30.5. Either one of those, guys. He's due a big game. The whole squad's due a big game. Full disclosure, I'm not a big fan of this discount, but like I said, I take all discounts. If you want to do what everyone loves to do, which is take less at 24.5, his original line, I won't begrudge you a bit, fella. I think that's fine. Now, if you're looking for just a 1v1 pair, you can go over here to MLB and you can go to the man, the myth, the legend, my boy, Ohtani versus the Colorado Rockies, and you can take his hitter fantasy score and you can roll your dice and pray that he comes up with 12. A ridiculous high fantasy score. I do not remember seeing anyone with a fantasy score of 12, but if there's one man that can get it done, it'd be him. I mean, the man's Gabi is 2.5 hits, runs, RBIs. That's absolutely insane. Now, if you want to fade the public and take the road less traveled, bang! 3.5 hits, runs, RBIs looks crispy on the less front. Why? Because that's absurd. 4 hits, runs, RBIs is absurd. Now, I like his fantasy score. I just told you I took it. I put it in some contest, y'all. But this is just purely a mathematical play. 3.5 hits, runs, RBIs. It's crazy. It's usually max 2.5. In fact, go to the hits, runs, RBIs page and take a look. Everybody's at 1.5. Okay, there's 2.5 for Mr. Pages. McCutcheon's Demon. Oh, my boy. He ain't hitting that. This would be the one that I would take, Reynolds. If I was going to take a Demon for the Pirates, it'd be Brian Reynolds. But I'm personally not taking that today. I took Skeen's play, which is behind the paywall, one of my favorite plays of the day. But as you can see, folks, 3.5, that's no one's line here. 2.5 is like the max, and it's usually a Demon. So that's strictly a mathematical play. I like his fantasy score if you want to take this just because it's asking a lot. It's equivalent to a pitcher getting 9 to 10 strikeouts, guys. Yes, they can do it. Yes, if there's one player that can do it, it's going to be Shohei. But it's asking a lot, okay? It's the same thing with Paul Skeen's strikeouts. Can he get 9 Ks, especially versus the Reds? Is the sky blue? Yes, he can. But am I going there? No, I'm not asking him to get 9 Ks. There's too much that can go wrong before he gets to 9 strikeouts. 8 ain't going to cash you, fam. You're going to need 9. So I'm fading that. But I do like a play for Paul Skeens. You got to be in the cord to see what it is. So let's go back to basketball, you D-Gen. I know you D-Gens are getting upset. So many will say Tatum less 43.5 PRA has been a wagon, right? Yeah, it has been. Am I going there? Absolutely not. In fact, I would tend to be on the more side because everyone's going to be on less. So let's talk about the value real quick. One more value play, and then I'm going to give you lottery plays. I mean, again, there's only one game, and I haven't been on YouTube in a while, so it's good to be back. I'm yapping. It's almost 4 o'clock. I'm way behind. I couldn't get my technology set up. My webcam, my microphone, nothing wanted to work. I got everything back in the mix. The daily videos for MLB and WNBA and PJ will resume, and we're going to be in the mix. So smash that like button so I can get back in the algorithm's good favor. I'm begging you. Luca, 16.5 rebounds assists is the lowest I've ever seen it. It used to be 19, 18, so it's a buy low spot. Everybody knows Captain Crush loves to buy low. We buy low, we sell high. 16.5. Has he been getting it done? Absolutely not. Has he been selling? Absolutely. Am I taking this play? You betcha. I'm taking a shot on it. It's not a lock. It's not a guarantee. It's not something that I'm going to put a lot of coin on, but he's in multiple slips because it's just too low for his upside. He has triple-double upside anytime he's on the court, fam. He hasn't been getting a lot of dimes. His rebounds have been kind of low, but if they lose this game, it's over. So you got to figure Luka's going to come out tonight, give it everything he's got as well as the rest of the team, and so I will take a shot there. Now, another one that I like, which is under the lottery prop section, would be field goals attempted at 25. It does have a little bit of push equity if he does happen to land on 25, you won't lose. But I think that one is in play as well. He could be and should be chucking shots like nobody's business. I mean, if they lose, they're done. So if we go over here and look at his field goals attempt head to head, Boston all time, 26, 27, 21, 26, all of these of which are recent. And then even if you go back to March to January, all the way back to November of 2022, which doesn't mean anything, at the end of the day, he's still covered. Like I tell y'all, it's a gut call, it's a lottery prop, but I do think he's going to have to chuck. Luca is that team. Just like I've been saying since day one, if PJ doesn't go off, Jones doesn't go off, all those guys don't go off, they lose. And that's what's been happening, okay? Now, I'm telling you guys, this is my school of thought. You don't have to agree with me, but same game parlay, you should limit it to 2 to 3, 4 legs max from the same game, and then probably 2 overs and 2 unders or vice versa. Taking 6 overs from the same game is absurd, and it's likely not going to hit. I'm just going to break it down. You're most likely donating. I hate to say it, but this is the world we live in, y'all. Think about it. You need 6 players to hit their ceiling in the same game. You need everything to be perfect. So keep that in mind when you make your contest and or your lineups. Now, I believe in my heart that Boston wins tonight. I pray they don't because I want more games, obviously, but it is what it is. So Derek White, Drew Holiday, they're both bounce back contenders for me. My favorite play for Derek White would be his Gabi at 11.5 points. He shot terrible a couple games ago. Maybe it was the exact game. Both of these are 2 of my favorite plays. Derek White, rebounds and points at 11.5. He's the jack of all trades, master of none. And if you really want to gamble, you could take his fantasy score and get access to all of it. But I will say this, DG has it shown as being juiced highest on PrizePicks, which would tend to have us take the under. So all of these things you need to consider in your mind when you're making your contest tonight, okay? As you can see here, Luca minus 130, 17.5 on other books, but that's being juiced over. Holiday's RA, we talked about this. This is your dice roll. Maxi Kleba, 4.5 points, rebounds, assists. If he hits 1 3-pointer, I could see him getting that, okay? But remember, the books have had plenty of time to come up and see and get these lines surgical, absolutely perfect. So you have to know we don't really have any edges in this scenario. They have the best algorithms, the best models, the best minds making these lines, and they have a massive advantage over you and me, friends. But we talked about the Celtics side. I gave you my 2 cents. Obviously, you can always take Tatum to go over whatever. I showed you what I liked from White. I showed you what I liked from Holiday. Now let's talk about the Dallas side. Luca's RA, yes, it's going to be a dice roll. Could you go to Luca's fantasy score? Yes. His field goal attempt still, I think, is the king. I think you can ride this PJ Washington lottery, half a dunk less. You could still continue to take that if you'd like. That's up to you. Obviously, he only needs 1 dunk to cover, so it's going to be a sweat. It's always a sweat, fam. You could go to Derek White's 1.5 free throws made. Everybody was on this, and then he missed, and now everybody's off of it, but it's still good. He goes to the line once, he's likely going to cover. He does play aggressive here and there. So enough about Boston. Let's talk about the man that sold my free square, Derek Lively. It's like finally he's doing Derek Lively type things. Now I have him projected for roughly 10 points and the line is 8.5. Now I don't understand it. Either the model's broken or the Vegas lines makers are just not buying it. But his PRA, his points, rebounds, all of it's in play, including his fantasy score. I got his points, rebounds at 17.5. I see now they bumped it to 18. So I would direct you back to his points at 8.5. I also think I got his RA at 9.5. Listen, it doesn't feel or seem like it's going to be a sweat, but I promise you that it is. He had 2 big games, 11 and 11, but he also had 2 goose eggs, okay? Clearly, he's playing better at home. He's still young. This is the biggest stage of his life. He may never play on this stage again, fam. You have to consider that. They're human beings at the end of the day. When the day is done, they have human brains just like you and me and emotions to go along with that. So keep all that stuff in mind. But I am taking a shot on Derek Lively. I already locked him in before the bump. And if you want to take his Gabi, listen, I know you're like, Cat, why are you giving us Gabis? That's a cop-out. It's not. These Gabis gobbies are not guaranteed. They're just as hard to hit, I'm telling you. So 5.5 points for the gobby, but I truly believe if he's going to get 6 points, he's going to get 9. If you want to dabble and take the bump on his PR, you could. Even his fantasy score would be fine. And that's all I got to say about Derek Lively II. You can see here, his points are pretty much a 50-50 across all the books. There's no edge either way, except over on Bovada, they have it at minus 130. They're the only book that's taken a stand, and MGM has it at minus 120. Everyone else, it's pretty much a coin flip, you're paying rate. His PRA and fantasy are being juiced heavy under here, but I just don't agree with that. But again, it doesn't matter what I agree with, folks. If you just go down here and you take over 54.5 every single time, you will be profitable in the long run. Now, one last thing before I close. You can go ahead and take the wagon Kyrie Irving less 5.5 first quarter points or his first half points. This will probably get bumped by the time the video is released. It's very plus EV, and he's been a wagon under first half. It's just what it is. I personally like less on his full game points at 24. I know I'm going to get a lot of heat for that. Everyone's expecting him to go off, whatever. I'll die on that hill. It is what it is. I trust the projections. I think he gets 23, but it is Kyrie. If he goes off, and he does go off, then you just eat it. Take a stand and live with whatever happens. Win, lose, or draw, folks. Everybody knows how to find these plays and what to look for. The difference is the ones that are going to help you with your own personal process, which is what the goal of me being here is. There's thousands of other content creators that are just going to spoon feed you plays, and that doesn't do you any good. Now, real quick, Luca, these are all the last 5 games, the playoff games they've been in. 1.39 fantasy points per minute for Luca, 1.05 for Tatum, Brown 1.04, Lively 0.98, Kyrie 0.86, White 0.86, Horford 0.74, Holiday 0.81, PJ Washington 0.67, and Gafford 1.12. Now, they've been gatekeeping Gafford lately. I don't know why they do that, even when he's not in foul trouble, but the reason I'm talking about Gafford is because he's one of those guys. Now, everybody's going to be taking more here. He's actually juiced crazy to go less, but I'm fading that situation. I actually think 4 rebounds for Daniel Gafford is absurd, okay? He hasn't been doing this, but if he plays a bunch of minutes, let's just say he gets to play 25 minutes tonight out of nowhere, how does he not get 5 rebounds, okay? I mean, yes, he could sell, but again, it's probably the final game. I'm going to take a shot on it. If you want to take his gobby rebounds, 2.5 rebounds. If he can't get 3 rebounds, well then I'll ban him permanently for next season too. And you know Captain Crunch doesn't ban anybody, but I will ban this man if he can't get 3 rebounds tonight. I'm telling you right now, God is my witness, he's banned if he doesn't get 3 rebounds. In fact, if you're looking for a little 2x crispy 2x or 3x, you could take this right here. You could get rid of Kyrie and go with Gafford for the 2x. 2.5 rebounds, 18.5 points. You could take that and that'll give you a double up. I think that one's actually really good. I have him projected for 4.5 rebounds. So that's that, guys. Now, if you go here and look at Gafford's rebounds head to head, he's been getting shelled, but he did get 4. January 9th, he got 9. 6 rebound chances last game, 5 the one before that, 16 the game before that, and then 8. It's all about the rebound chances, okay? He's exceeded 3.5 rebounds in 16 of his last 19 games. I still don't understand what's going on here. Look at this. I mean, this doesn't lie. And yet the books still have him at 4. It's because of this head-to-head matchups. Whenever you're playing 7 games, 5-game series, matchup ends up being king. Boston is taking away Dallas's biggest advantage, which is the alley-oop layups and dominating the rim. They're taking it away from them, which is why these lines are deflated. So it's still going to be a gamble, but I will be taking it. I think the Goblin's optimal. Do what you want to do, fam. You are the YouTube faithful. Now, real quick, before I get out of here, I will be resuming the 4 to 5 videos that I do a week for MLB and WNBA and PGA when it's coming. I'm going to try to incorporate some DraftKings content for PGA showdowns. If any of you have interest in NFL best ball on Underdog, let me know in the comments because I would love to do live stream drafts live for best ball. If you're not sure what best ball is, Google it. It's NFL fantasy where you don't have to do any start sits. It's extremely fun, and there's $1 million first prize on best ball every single season, baby. Now, what can you expect from me all summer long? Like I said, the videos. I'm going to have the live streams in my Discord 5 days a week, unless there's some type of outlier, of course. In fact, as soon as this video is published, my live stream will be at 6 p.m. Central today in the Discord. I will also be giving at least 2 to 3 MLB plays every single day with the slips and the links for PrizePicks so you can tail directly. But more importantly than that, I'll be posting my projection sheets for MLB every single day, where you can see projections for every player, and I will be teaching you how to figure out how to make your own contests in addition to what I like as well. And you will continue to get all my community member slips, the role member slips, the esports stuff, all of it. We have a good community. I'm very thankful for those of you that stayed around, even though I had the 10 days where I was in Vegas and couldn't really do anything. You guys keep me going. I'm very, very thankful for all of you, even the ones that aren't in the core that just like the videos and stuff. Guys, I'm sincerely thankful for you guys. I love what I do, and I appreciate you guys allowing me to do this each and every day for you guys. It really does mean a lot to me. So if you want to join the community, CaptainCrush.net, gold package, buy now, bang. Maybe I'll do some summer packages. I do have my day one giveaways coming this week. I was going to do it today, but then with the NBA Finals game, I was like, let's wait till there's no NBA game, so it's a dead day. I'm probably going to stream it live because it's a $1,000 giveaway. 10 winners of 100 each for the day one members of the Cord. I promise you I'm doing it. It's my way to give back for you guys for sticking with your boy all year round from the beginning, man. You guys crushed it. Now, I could tell you guys that you're gonna win every day, everything else, but that's not the case, okay? You're here to build and be a part of the community, whether you're on YouTube, in the Discord, whatever it is that you guys are in. Everybody's trying to learn. My job is to lead the ship and make sure that everybody gets their questions answered, gets good content, gets their money's worth, gets their 20 minutes worth on these YouTube videos, and tries to entertain y'all, hopefully. All right? I'll always keep it 100, and I'm very thankful for you guys, like I just said. So, with that in mind, the links for all the partners are in the description. You can sign up and get 30 free days of the Discord in there. It's my first video back. Go easy on me. It may be a little bit poverty, the production value, whatever. You know, we're covering NBA, whatever. And I am almost finished with my WNBA projection model, which it smashed yesterday, as you can see here. Cash it. The WNBA videos will be flowing like wine around these parts, and the MLB too. So good luck in all your contests. I hope I see you in the Discord stream. Remember, smash the like button. Good luck in all your contests. And as always, my brothers and sisters in Christ, let's crush.